and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a 1st, but he's looking for more. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did that totally surprise you after the meeting we had with the head coach this week?
Well, he talked about being aggressive, but opening drive of the game to fake a field goal, that's very aggressive.
Yeah, you're right. I'm probably trying to act like I knew a little bit more there. He caught me off guard as well, but looking back on it, he did tell us in our meeting he planned to be very aggressive in this game, and there's a terrific example of it.
Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Carr will look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just just happened. Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Back to Walker on first down. To about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Adams the man in motion right.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
second down. Jacobs once more.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that moves their lead up even further. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 2nd and 12, Carr looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On 4th down, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again is Smith. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. From the 17, Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way out to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Adams, the man in motion right. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Carr. That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 22, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, the quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring it back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Once again, it's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Carr now to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really... And now here's another interception. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And Walker once more. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith. And the Raiders have got him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
Dale. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some.